Hello, it's Bohemian Barb here. Welcome, Aquarius. We're going to do a love reading for you for your summer love forecast, okay? I haven't been here for a while, and I've missed giving you guys all the info that you need to know. It's been quite busy for me, and I apologize. I really like doing these readings. I need to get a little bit more of a schedule so that I can do these every week. I would love to do these every week. Alright, so let's see what's ahead for you, okay? We're going to do a 3-card past, present, and future reading today, okay? Alright, cut the deck. Okay, Aquarius, look at that. You have the soulmate card, 2 of cups. Nice. Alright, now you have the 2 of pentacles. And you have the 5 of cups. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. What does it say? Okay, this is your past card, near past, okay? So, for those of you that are in relationships, this is a great card. It's kind of a soulmate card. It's a great friendship card. You guys are on the same page. You want the same things. It's sort of even. You both are giving offerings, taking, offerings. It's a well-balanced relationship, okay? And then this one comes. This is how you feel now, okay? So you're a little stressed. This card is upside down. And now it's a little more out of balance. I feel like, you've got the 2 pentacles. So it might just be that you're just super busy, or you just can't keep things balanced. I know kids are out of school right now. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the lighting here. The kids are out of school and you're taking them here and you're taking them there and you're trying to do trips and you're trying to shop and you're trying, so it could just be that. This also can be juggling 2 people. Okay, so maybe you're dating. Maybe this was someone you dated that's not there anymore. I don't know. We'll have to get into it. This sometimes is juggling 2 people, 2 jobs, just a lot. Finances, just trying to make things work. All right, so this card, near future, is 5 of cups. Okay, so something happened along the way. All right, we've got these 3 cups here that have fallen, right? Something happened, right? Somebody walked away, something happened, and now you're just kind of bummed out. This person is just looking at like, what happened? Everything was going so good. What happened to what we have? What happened? Not realizing that there's 2 cups that are full over here. So there's still a chance, there's still something going on that you can make it work out, okay? There's still a chance. There's still something going on there. But all you can see right now is what happened. Like maybe you got your feelings hurt. I don't know. You found out a lie. You found out something and now you're just devastated, okay? But it's not as bad as you think. There's 2 cups over here. So let's get into it and see, okay? All right, let's do these over here. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on. We want you to have love and be happy. Okay. All right. Up. Okay, we've got triangle. Does that say what happened? All right, there's a third party somewhere. There's gossip going on. So either you found out something was going on or someone else found out you were dating other people. I don't know, right? But there's something there with that triangle. Maybe they were just flirting. Maybe you found somebody's number in their phone. Like, this card is telling me it might not be as serious as you think it is. I'm not sure. Not that it doesn't hurt regardless, but like I said, there's 2 cups there and it's still worth trying. Okay, so you've got dating. All right. That's a good card. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself. Okay, maybe it was a breakup. Maybe you've got the dating card. There's someone out there that wants to date you. It's funny, look. You've got 2 cups in this one, and you've got 2 cups left in this one. So, like I said, there's good that's going to happen, that's going to come out of this. There's someone out there that wants to date you, that wants to take you on a date, okay? And then we have the Ice King, all right? So this could be a few things. This could be you, like, no, I'm still hurt. I'm not doing this. You know, you're all in your feelings. You're still mad. I don't care if this other person wants to go out on a date. I'm not doing it. This is sort of, oh, what's the word? Putting up a wall, okay? Like, I'm not dating anyone until this person comes back. It's sort of limiting your options by being the Ice King, okay? You're just not having it. You're just not ready to date. You're just not doing it, okay? But you're kind of stubborn about it. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with, it doesn't even have to be dinner. It could be a coffee date. It could be just talking on the phone to someone. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like love at first sight and you're getting married, okay? So this tells me you need to lighten up just a little bit, okay? To let love in just a little bit, okay? Even though you feel you're not ready, sometimes, you know, how do you get over a person? And another person, you know, type of thing. So let's see what these cards say, okay? Okay, let's see what this says. Alrighty. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so if you were in a full-blown relationship, it says making the effort. Like I said, you have 2 cups there. There might be something worth saving. It might not be as bad as you thought it was, okay? So making the effort might help. It might clear the air, you know, just in order to let it go. You'll have to see. We do have Mercury going retrograde on Friday, which is going to bring back a lot of things from the past. And it's going to be retrograde for like 3 weeks till like August 8th or something. So, that's a good time when exes call you, text you, whatever. Oh, I saw your picture on Instagram, right? They get a hold of you for some reason. So if you're not into that, it gives you a chance to clear the air, say what you need to say so that you can move on, okay? So you might just want to be like, I'm going to block that person, which you have every right to. I don't know your situations, right? But if at all possible, try to clear the air and let it go so you can move on and find what you need to find, and so you can start dating again, okay? So whether it works out and you get back together or you just leave amicably and move on, okay? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, okay? Right? What did I say? You're wallowing, you're being an Ice King or Queen, okay? This, if you're a female, might be someone icing you out, okay? So there's that. Like I said, it just depends. Free yourself. You know, say what you got to say, let it go, move on, or you fix it and get back together, okay? You can't live in that limbo situation. I feel like that's like the worst, is not knowing. Just, you know, let's take a break from each other. Well, then you never know what's really going on. You either get back together or you break up. Like that separate thing, taking a break thing, it never works. It never works. Okay, and you have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, there you go. So, you need to free yourself. You've got someone that wants to date you. If someone was in a third party and did this to you, you need to let them go. That is never going to work out. You'll always feel resentment. It just doesn't work. It never works. Like I said, everybody's different though, right? But the cards are saying, you know, unrequited love. So, you know, this person might have feelings for you, but they might not be the depth that you need to be in a relationship, okay? So you need to free yourself in order to find love again, okay? So making the effort, that might be that Mercury retrograde. You might be the one getting a hold of someone so that you can say what you need to say and let it go, okay? So things kind of go a couple different ways depending on where you're at. You know, there's a few scenarios here. You know, you read for a lot of people, so you have to take what resonates for you. Usually you know who you are. If that card, you're like, oh, yeah, that card, that's me. You'll know. Okay? Alrighty. Let's do these here. Alright, this one says, perspective, better off, happiness, clear your headspace. Okay, exactly. That's what you need to do. Free yourself. It's telling you 2 times now. Once you free yourself and you do step away, you have a different perspective. You need to look at things in a different way, okay? The other thing about this Ice King with this free yourself and perspective is this is a good person to ask advice of. They will always be honest and they will always tell you the truth. Sometimes this is an older man. It can be your dad, could be your uncle, your grandpa. This person will always be honest and tell you the truth. So they might give you a good perspective on your situation. And it's going to be different for everybody that's listening to this, okay? But, you know, if that person did you wrong, you are better off without them to find happiness, right? Yeah. Find happiness. Oh, life is too short, I'm telling you. Too short. I stayed in relationships way too long at times. Way too long. Okay, let's get another one. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. I get that. I get that. When you're wronged and someone hurts you like that, I totally get that. But you need to feel your feelings, and I'm not saying get over it in a week because it doesn't happen that way. You know, or maybe you're afraid to hurt someone if you want to let go of them. Okay, so there's that. Silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. What did I just say? This person freezing you out, okay? Freezing you out. And that leads to you being upset and depressed because you want to talk about things. You know, you want to figure it out. Are we in or are we out? What are we doing? You know, that's not a good space to be in. I just said, like, when people say, let's take a break, and you're in that limbo, to me, that's just the worst. Like, if you want to break up, just break up. Let's go. Like, I'm not waiting around, you know? Okay, one more. This one is divine feminine, yin feminine energy. Okay, so if you're a woman, this finding your perspective and finding yourself, this unrequited love, divine feminine is good when you meditate, okay, to find yourself. Like, even men need that divine feminine. Sometimes it's the better way to approach someone than in a masculine energy when you're in somebody's face. Like, I want answers, I want to know now. Blah, blah. Like, when you're in somebody's face, it's really hard to get good answers. Feminine energy is more calm, all right? It's talking things out. It's feeling your emotions and letting the other person know how you feel and speaking your truth, okay? I also want to tell you on Thursday is the Capricorn full moon, and that is in your 12th house, which is your house of reflection and regeneration and finding perspective. So these cards are kind of all making sense to me. Your 12th house is letting things go that don't work for you anymore, letting people go that don't work for you, things that don't reflect who you are anymore, or emotions, or like these, like, what did it say, obsessions and things like that. You know, letting those things go, that's part of the 12th house, which is the Capricorn full moon on Thursday, and Friday, Mercury moving forward and retrograding is letting you move forward. So, you know, meditating and finding your divine feminine, you know, ask your angels for help if you don't understand a situation. Say, what do I need to know about this situation? Tell me in my dreams. You know, you can write things down that you want to let go of, whether it's emotions or habits or people. On the full moon, say a prayer, light it on fire, and let it go. And you'll see how fast things clear out. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. But a lot of times people want to express themselves. It makes them feel better if they express it. But if you want to do it behind the scenes, you can do it manifesting and reflection so you get that new perspective, okay? Because I want you to find love and I want you to be happy, okay? Yeah. It's no fun. It's no fun You know, when someone, you know, hurts you and lies to you or whatever, and, you know, you have to do the silent treatment to them. You know, either way, it's just not fun. I totally get it. All right. It's funny because everybody has a lot to let go of, it seems like. And there's like 5 planets that are retrograde this July, so there's a lot for everybody to deal with. Everybody's got different situations. But all the signs. You know, Saturn retrograde. Saturn is your ruling planet, Aquarius. And that's all about life lessons. You know, it's just like lesson after lesson. It's like, can we just be done already? Can we be done with the lessons, okay? All right, let's see. You got, they'll be back. What did I say? Expect to hear from them soon, right? Okay, so, you know, that full moon, that Mercury retrograde, you know, they'll get in touch with you. That's when you gotta, like, you know, speak your truth. Tell them how you feel and what you want, what you don't want, you know. And you'll feel better and you'll get a different perspective. You know, play the waiting game. Let them come to you. Don't chase. Don't chase. What's for you is meant for you, and you can't ruin it, okay? This one says, date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. Okay, didn't I say somebody wants to date you? Go on a date with someone new. You know, that's also going to help get a different perspective. Whether you end up really liking this person or you don't, it's a perspective that you wouldn't have had if you didn't do it, right? Okay. Okay, challenges. Make decisions. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Okay, we just talked about that. Making a decision. When they come back to you, you know, maybe they want to wine and dine you, and maybe you're just like, forget it. You know, that's also a decision. That's also finding your feminine, being strong in your emotions, and learning to say no and setting boundaries. Okay, that also is healing. Okay? That's also healing when you make boundaries with people, because it gives you that feminine power every time you say no to something that you don't really want, or a situation or a person you don't want. It's going to build your power, and you're going to feel better and better, and you're going to have a different perspective. Aquarius, I hope this helps. I really want it to for you. If you like this video, hit the like and share with other Aquarians. And until next time, have a good summer.